Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the 0 to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we have been farming up a lot of stuff. Basically, I pretty much woke up at like 5 o'clock this morning just to get a head start on all of the farming because I said I was going to do a load, and we have pretty much just finished. It has taken quite a while to get a lot of this stuff, and overall let's have a look at what we've been doing. Now we have finished off our whiptail and elementium and pyrite ore farming. We have managed to gain quite a substantial amount, so that means we have checked off the lovely volatile life, 1280 volatile life, the 1280 whiptail. And also we have been going over to Mount Hyjal, which means we went all the way over there to pick up our Cinderbloom. So if we go over to Kalimdor on the map and just go over to Mount Hyjal, here is the route in question in which what you do for the Cinderbloom farm. So pretty bog standard, you just run around the entire area, bing bang bosh, and you do it until you have enough Cinderbloom. Actually, I went a little bit further and we have got roughly around about 678 Cinderbloom. So we kind of have a decent amount overall. I wasn't keeping track. Do you know when you just get into that state of farming and you're just like, meh. But aside from all of this, we have just finished up our Rajara's Veil, which is a lovely 646 of those. We need 640, so we've got our Rajara's Veil, and also we've got our albino cavefish from the other day. So we've got enough to create our potions. The only things that we actually need to do now is craft our pyrite ore and Pyrium bars into true gold, along with our volatiles. So we need to get hold of our volatile air, water, fire, and our pyrite ore. One of my patrons actually codded me some pyrite ore, so I did actually buy some. That was 5,000 gold for 200 of those. So just to tell you that, it actually comes up on the screen as purchased 200 for 25 gold each, because that came to obviously 5,000 gold, and that was a cod. If you guys don't know, you can send a piece of mail as a cod and it's cash on delivery, so you can send stuff to people through a mail, and then if they accept it, they pay you gold for that material, so to speak, which was actually quite handy because I know that he was farming that area and he wanted to sell it for really cheap, so I decided to buy it because at the end of the day it's 48 gold on our server and I bought it for 25 gold. So that's taken a massive chunk off of it, and that's pretty damn awesome overall. So I'm really helpful. Thank you very much, dude. Very much appreciated, because we definitely have to get more pyrite ore, because we may have 282 of it now, but we do need 720 pyrite ore or 360 Pyrium bars for our Vial of the Sands craft. So that being the case, what we're going to be doing next is going to do the volatile water farm, and that being the case, that means we are going to have to go into our mail. So without further ado, let's just jump over to Dalaran. Okay, so all we've got to do now is we just got to run over to our guild bank, because we're going to actually place our stuff inside the guild bank, and hopefully it loads, because that's going to be very irritating. But aside from that, everything seems to be going well. It is 11:30 at this moment in time. I kind of woke up really early to get this all done, and I'm pretty darn happy on the way things are going overall. Now, that being the case, let's just go into our tab 3. That's where our regular stuff is. Apparently Vial of the Sands mats is supposed to go here, but oh well. Tab 3 is now the new Vial of the Sands materials placement, blah blah blah. But okay, let's just add all of this stuff in very nicely. Vial of the Sands stuff, bing bang bosh. I am pretty darn happy on the way things are going, because we've got enough volatile life. We also have enough volatile, well, whiptail, and we do have enough Cinderbloom along with our Rajara's Veil for our potions. So we've got a decent amount going forward for our alchemy stuff. Obviously we have our albino cavefish, and we've got some pyrite ore here to go into this part here, in this section here. Now we'll put all of the other volatiles in here as well, and then all we've got to do is just farm up all of these along with our pyrite ore, and we should be good to go when actually crafting this. Now, there is a reason why I have actually saved the elementium ore as well as the volatile earth, and that is because with my alchemist I can then smelt the elementium bars, and once I've done that I can send those over to my alchemists on a 1-day cooldown for 1 elementium ore, well, 1 elementium bar with 1 volatile earth, and that can produce 3 Pyrium bars. Now over 6 characters, that is 3 times 6, which is 18, and pretty much 18 Pyrium bars every single day will really help us getting to our Pyrium bars. Even if it's just a small little uptick, it's definitely worth it. So what I'm going to actually be doing is I am going to jump over to this guy. We'll go over to what we'll actually be able to smelt, and we're just going to smelt 1, and then I'll show you how it actually works, because I've got quite a bit to do today on all of this front, because I intend to mass farm all of this stuff like really fast. Yeah, pretty much I'm really happy on the way things are going. So that being the case, let's just jump over to our scribe. Now, for obvious reasons, with our scribe we do have our restocking to do for the day, so not overly too worried about all of that, but let's just show you guys this one, which is have materials, 1 elementium bar with 1 volatile earth. It's a 1-day cooldown. It produces 3 Pyrium bars, so 18 gold plus 6 gold is 24 gold, and it will give us Pyrium bars, which are 103 gold, so that is 309 gold for the Pyrium bars. So all we've got to do now is do that. Bing bang bosh, we have 3 Pyrium bars, and that has increased our gold for that. So utilizing your alchemists in order to actually create your Vial of the Sands is really helpful, especially when you're trying to get a hold of a mass amount of stuff. So overall, this is a great way in order to actually get a hold of Pyrium bars relatively fast, to just have a load of alchemists that can do this craft. And it's really easy to get your cataclysm alchemy up in order to actually do this transmute for all of your alchemists. So overall, that's not too bad. The other thing of note is of my subs on the Discord has actually messaged me yesterday evening and said what the percentage drop is for the Alder McCord rep for Vial of the Sands. And usually Vial of the Sands will cost you around about 29,000 gold to produce 1 Vial of the Sands. And actually with that 15% decrease when you actually have the rep up in order to get it, it will actually drop it down to about 24,000, I think it's like 24,600 gold or something to that effect. And basically that means that you can make more gold and save some more gold overall when you're actually producing your Vial of the Sands. So hence why this guy is all corrupted. My scribe is all corrupted at the moment, because we have been doing our stuff to get our legendary cloak, and we're definitely going to be doing some Alder McCord stuff moving forward as well, and just focusing on the reps as well as our daily restock. So we'll be doing our daily caches. And one little side note, those caches drop a significant amount of gold if you do it on all of your characters. So it's definitely well worth actually doing that on the daily, mainly because it nets you, from 1 cache I got like 2,000 gold. So it's something to bear in mind for just a raw gold perspective, because the time you invest in order to just do your dailies in Aldum and even just Vale of Eternal Blossoms is pretty damn good, just getting hold of those caches. And especially all of that is pretty damn awesome overall. Even like the Storm's Wake, if I do 4 Storm's Wake stuff, I get 2,000 gold from just doing 4 world quests for Storm's Wake, which is definitely something I need, because we need to be able to get our Storm's Wake rank 2 before we can learn our rank 3. So definitely something we should need to pay attention to, as we are a little bit behind when it comes to our contracts with our reputations. So without further ado, let's get into the gold for the day. Now, overall, I think the gold for the day is going to be pretty awesome because we sold our golden main reins, and what we've got for today's sales is 159,821 gold. Now, we didn't sell it for the 180,000 gold, mainly because the price of the golden main reins have dropped significantly on my actual server, and I have been monitoring this over the last few days. But overall, a 50,000 gold drop in the golden main reins, not overly too concerned. If it dropped below 100,000, that's when I would be like, nope, I will hold on to that golden main until Shadowlands. But if it's still over 100k, I am happy to sell it. That's just a personal opinion of my own, and yeah, if you have the same thing, then you do however you wish. That's just my opinion. But aside from that, the things that I will note obviously are the golden main reins for 132,990 gold. And also we sold 402 sallow pigment for 26,729 gold, equaling in 159,821 gold. So let's open all that mail up because that is a hefty chunk, which brings us up to 670,332 gold. So overall for today, we've done pretty damn well when it comes to our gold for the day. The things that are of note for today is obviously the golden main reins and the sallow pigment, and our auctions on the auction house are doing quite well as well. We just sold some gem chips apparently, and we've still got 1.4 million gold's worth of stuff on the auction house ready to be sold, and not overly too concerned at this moment in time. I'm really chuffed on the way things are going thus far. I just need to double down on the volatile air and the volatile water, basically all of the volatiles for the volatile fire water, and we'll probably put some book groups together moving forward on that front. But aside from that, pyrite ore shouldn't be a problem as long as I spend my time effectively. So that means that if I want to actually get this much pyrite ore, I'm going to have to farm for it, as well as do my transmutes, which is going to take a couple of days in order to get that much pyrite ore. So we're going to focus on our volatiles at this moment in time with the potion of treasure finding. So let's actually buy some potions of treasure finding. And potion of treasure finding, 340 gold. We can't craft it for cheaper, so we're just going to go ahead buy it, which we're going to be doing quite a few hours of this, so I'm just going to buy six for simplicity's sake, so I don't have to keep running back to the auction house. That's 2,045 gold for that, and because if we're doing those farms, we want to get the max amount of mats. So if we're doing like the volatile fire farm, we're going to want to have the potion of treasure finding on to maximise the gold we're actually going to be making, as well as doing like firelands trash to make up the volatiles if we get enough pyrite ore. As with those potions of treasure finding, we can get pyrite ore within this, so that's why I'm not overly too concerned about getting hold of that much pyrite ore. It should be really easy after we've done all of our massive farms for the day. So let's just send that over to Corthana, as she is pretty much gathering all of this stuff up. And that is basically what I've done this morning. I'm definitely a little bit knackered because I have been sat on my ass just farming all morning. So yeah, pretty damn happy on the turnout of all of these materials, and hopefully we can use that vial of the sands in the next few days if I get my arse in gear and just start cracking out the farming. But overall, all we got to do now is just check what we've actually got to craft, and I'm pretty certain if I press this that, yep, it is just highborn compendiums today. I've got to sell I've got to craft 10 highborn compendiums of Sundering and Mystical Bulwark, which is 28,000 gold investment for a 7,378 gold return. As they are fast selling, I'm happy to do that because at the end of the day, that is pretty golden, because I'll probably sell those in the next couple of days as it's raid night tonight. Now, so overall, not too bad, not too shabby. Just time to get farming and get ready for raid night tonight by crafting a load of war scrolls. I'm probably going to double the amount of war scrolls that I usually produce, as we're already set up for 250 of them. I'm going to craft 500 today and then try and sell as many as I can, because they are a nice little uptick for myself. But aside from all of that, guys, that is all I have to say for the day. Take it easy, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow.
Yeah.